yourself. You want to become a better person so that the world has better people.
We went to Pattaya Beach to focus on doing a beach cleanup. But we all, going into this project, kind of had different ideas about what we wanted to achieve. Some were more creative, some were more learning focused. For example, I wanted to learn more about marine conservation in Thailand. So what we decided to do in the end is to have a shared project, that being the beach cleanup. And at the end, we went our own separate ways, took the learning that we did during our physical activities.
I chose to do this project because I'm really interested in marine life and I want to do it for my career. And I also want to do videography for my career. So I wanted to kind of mix those two things while also doing a project with my friends so that I could have an enjoyment out of it. And so we all came together with that idea.
Seeing as how clean some places in Thailand have become because of COVID-19 and the lack of tourists, it creates like a huge contrast when the tourists come back and you see all this waste around all the time. There's so many cigarette butts and plastics and everything. So that's why I'm interested in this particular project, especially as I'm a fan of art and an artist myself. So I thought linking this issue to art would be a really interesting thing to do.
I've always been interested in nature and conservation. Clara and I, another member of my KIS project, we run a club here at school called Mangrove Teens, and we've assisted in planting about 6,000 trees, and we fundraised trees for about 500 trees, and we're gonna go plant more trees. We're just always working to improve the state of Thailand's nature and like the ecosystems.
I went to Yanawa Wat temple by myself, and I wanted to experience firsthand the act of releasing fish into the river as a way of making merit, which is a Buddhist tradition. And I think this was really meaningful because I went by myself, through my own will, and I got to experience it really firsthand and integrate it myself into the tradition.
The most meaningful part of my KIS, something I'll always remember, is whenever we were cleaning the beaches up, a lot of people joined in. A lot of people came up and started talking to us and were like, oh, so why are you guys doing this? And they joined in, and it was just really beautiful to see the impact we were making, because it wasn't just us cleaning the beach. People got aware of their surroundings, and it wasn't them doing it as something that they had to do, but they wanted to do it, and it was just a very beautiful thing to see.
I think it's definitely helped push me in the direction of this is what I want to do for university, to look at marine life and, more importantly, the conservation of it and stuff like that.
I wouldn't say it greatly affected my post-secondary school plans that much, but it did help inform me in my choices because I've always been interested in sciences, and marine sciences is included. So getting to see the effects of pollutions or just the abundance of it on beaches and the ocean, it really urges me to want to study marine science more, or just deal with those sorts of issues more.
It made me realize that for me, the best way to learn is through that holistic, broad view. So because of this is influencing my decision of wanting to do a double degree when I go to university. I think that it's best for me to not focus in on one specific topic, but rather get a wider range of perspectives. For example, studying economics and sustainability at the same time.
I would say the KIS project really made me grow in the sense that it made me learn to work better with other people. I learned to listen more to their actual opinions and consider them instead of trying to think that my way was only the right way, because that's usually not true. There are many ways to approach a situation.
The stark contrast between what organization is in an academic context and in a real world context. So I think it set the bar higher for what I need to strive for in terms of organization and communication with other people.
Definitely do it with friends, I'd say, because then if you stay home and pick a hobby that you haven't done before, you could have fun, but I think when you do a project with friends, it kind of makes it feel like it's an experience week.
You shouldn't focus too much on overly structuring the week. You just need to go with the flow and focus on enjoying that experience and making it as much of a learning experience as you can.
you need to start your planning very, very early on. The KIS project does happen in February, but it is best that you're done with all of the planning, all of the scheduling way before Christmas break.
If before KIS, I wouldn't have been able to do this project without crying and breaking down 5 times during the project. I think KIS really shapes you to become a more resilient and strong individual, because we do things like our personal project, and now we're doing our extended essay. So it really prepares you for the preparation and like the exploration and actually carrying out these, meaningful tasks. So yeah, I definitely think KIS shapes you as an individual to carry out projects like this.